So hello there everyone, this is Phantom Duels here, and today I'm going to be doing what if Naruto gave up on the Hidden Leaf Village. So we're going to start the Nine Tails attack, where Hiruzen Sarutobi was doing the stealing on the Nine Tails. Minato was knocked unconscious by Hiruzen, as Kushina was the only one awake. So Naruto has triplets. Naruto has three siblings: Naruto, Mito, and Menma. Menma is the mid. There's two middle youngest and one younger. Naruto Naruto is the oldest by 10 seconds. As Naruto will be the reincarnation of this Naruto. He is the reincarnation of what if Naruto was framed and sent back in time. Trust me, I don't know why I made him the reincarnation of this Naruto as well, but that's the only Naruto I can come up with, since I really don't know why, but I have a ship that might go well with this. And yes, Naruto will have the Brian mode without dying. Yes, really OP. So yeah, Naruto's gonna be the reincarnation of God of the Otsutsuki Naruto, or frame and send back in time Naruto. So my part two will be after I make part 6 or part 5. I don't really record. Oh shoot, sorry about that. I don't really record or remember what part I have to do for my what if next one. But the thing that I have to do tomorrow will be part 5 of what if Naruto was sent to the Name. No, what if Deku was sent to the seven deadly sins worth what if Deku. I'll be doing part 5 of it after this one, which will be on Wednesday tomorrow. No, Tuesday tomorrow. And Wednesday will be part 2 of what if Naruto gave up on the Hidden Leaf Village. So we're going back to the what if. And this what if Naruto said Naruto, the god of the Otsutsuki Naruto, mm, took control over his reincarnation, which was literally himself, and literally made the baby body float. But he made Hiruzen and Minato was close to waking up again, fall into unconscious again. Then and Kushina saw as then a spiritual image was made by God of the Otsutsuki Naruto, who he then made who he then said, Kurama, stop this foolishness and remember who you are. As Kurama then Naruto sent a beam of light towards the Nine Tails, which the Nine Tails remember who Naruto is and what happened in their last life. In their last life, they destroyed the Hidden Leaf Nation and got their revenge. Naruto married Kaguya and became the god of the Otsutsukis. But then Naruto died and his son, which I won't say, since that what if I'm gonna remaster it. Naruto then said, Then Kurama said, wait, Naruto. As Naruto then said, yes, Kurama. Now, you're gonna help this kid. He's me from the past, but now he's gonna be more. He's gonna be more stronger than me from before. As Kurama then nodded, Naruto gave Kurama his form that he was on my what if. This Kurama was a 10 tails Kurama. As Naruto told Kurama that if they ever steal him, in those other 3 kids, he should only give the 9-tailed version of himself. The 10-tailed version will be locked inside of Naruto. As Kurama nodded. Then Naruto took the 10-tailed version out of Kurama and put it into Naruto, to when the 9 tails was 50% of the 9 tails, or 25% was steal into Naruto. But then Naruto was like, but then spiritual Naruto said, I have to go now. And Ishiki came as well. Ishiki was still killed. As spiritual Naruto put the baby down, it made the flashing light that made everyone think that Menma, Naruto, and and Mito are the heroes. Then Hiruzen, Kushina, and Kaka and no and Hiruzen, Kushina, and Minato woke up inside of the flashing light, which slashed Kurama's hand off, seeing that the three kids are the heroes. As then Hiruzen did the steal and knew that there was a lie. Those kids didn't seem powerful enough to be stealing to kill the Ninetales arm, to destroy the Ninetales arm. So basically, Hiruzen sealed off. So then Hiruzen sealed off the whole soul into Naruto, and 25% Memma, 25% Memma, 25% Mito, and 50% Naruto. Since Naruto's gonna treat her like a sister. Yes, my god, sibling ships. Don't understand them. Even though I did one, even though I did some, don't blame me. So then, after a few hours, Naruto looked at. Uh, Baby Naruto looked at his parents, which were kind of pissed because Naruto was the one captured by the masked man, and but before they could do anything, Minato threw a kunai at Naruto, but he stopped it, knowing that he couldn't hurt a kid. But he still hated Naruto for it. So then we skip to a 4-year-old Naruto who was walking around the village. Danzo spread the rumor that Naruto was the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. He was the one that can steal the soul of the Nine-Tails, and if we let and even added one more thing, that if we let Naruto that if they let Naruto roam around, that if they let Naruto roam around or die, the Nine-Tails will come out and unleash his wrath on us. But everyone took the bait of Danzo. Yes, Danzo is evil. I don't really care about Danzo. So Danzo would always be evil in my point of view. So then Danzo gave everyone didn't give everyone actually hope, but they understood that they had to attack Naruto, not let him even have a single break. Torture him, slash him, everything, do it all. So then, the 4-year-old Naruto was getting chased by a mob of villagers, until the mob of villagers put Naruto into a dead end. The dead end was simply like this. When they got into the dead end, the villagers, there was 2 Joninings, 2 Genins, 2 Chunin, and 20 villagers. The 20 villagers were after Naruto. They were all after Naruto. When they were after Naruto, they decided to go hurt Naruto. One of them stabbed Naruto's eyes, both of them, stabbing in it. So then the Jonings then started to cut Naruto left and right. Then a Genin decided to cut Naruto's leg. In the point where Naruto couldn't be able to walk for a while, but they knew that the Nine-Tails will heal it. As then they saw that Naruto was just a bloody mess. As Naruto then was standing on the ground, not healed or anything. Then we see Naruto who was halfway through dying. As the villagers said, "You better not die, you stupid brat. We still have to get our revenge." As Minato actually made this rumor that Danzo did, he actually agreed to it. Danzo had to make it. Danzo and Minato actually agreed. Danzo and Minato actually agreed to doing this as well, because they both hate Naruto. And because of that, Naruto was treated like a person who doesn't deserve to live. Then we see Naruto in his mindscape. meeting meeting a person in a white robe, black, and basically in a white robe, a godlike robe. And if you guys want to see the rope, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna pause real quick. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna pause real quick and show you the rope. So yeah, the rope that this person is waiting is this one over here. If you look at the white and red, or on the white on the Naruto with white and gray, this is the rope that the person is wearing. It's that rope, and he's got orbs around him, and he's also holding a staff. I'm gonna come back with the other thumbnail. Naruto, 4-year-old Naruto asked, "Who are you, sir?" Who is he said in a scared tone? Who are who are you? The grown-up person in front of the kid said, "I am the god of the Otsutsuki, Naruto Otsutsuki." When they saw, when they heard, when Naruto heard Naruto, he instantly looked at the person and said, "How are you? How are you me?" Then the god of the Otsutsuki, Naruto, deactivated his clothes and instantly looked like a teenager. Then 4-year-old Naruto asked, "Are you a teenager?" Then teenager Naruto, or god of the Otsutsuki, Naruto, said, "Problem is, immortality doesn't help." It made me reverse back to my younger age, which I had to pay a price. I gain power, I lose age, and stick with it. And even if I go to the afterlife, I permanently am like this. But you look a lot more like me, but younger. Then Naruto smiles, seeing someone just like him, exactly like him. As 4-year-old Naruto asked, uh, "Me, God of the Otsutsuki, me, why are you the reincarnation? Why are you reincarnated into me, or into you, but younger version?" Then Naruto said, then God of the Otsutsuki Naruto said, yeah, that. Reasons why I was reincarnated into you. I chose to be reincarnated into someone that's from another timeline, but it's exactly like me. And the technique that I use actually chose you. Weird, right? It chose the exact reincarnation that I needed. So since I'm you, me and you will be good teammates, right? Petting the hair of its old self. Going back to his old Suzuki form. Uh, he asked, as Naruto then said, "Sir, what am I doing here?" As the god of the Otsutsuki, Naruto said, "Your time will come once you reach a certain arc that you're supposed to have. But for now, I will give you control over your chakra and Kurama." As Kurama showed himself to have 10 tails. As then Kurama said, "Hi, kid." Then 4-year-old Naruto said, "Fox! Baby fox! A fox!" He went straight to Kurama and started to pet his pawn. As Kurama said, "Wait, why are you scared of me?" Then Naruto said, "You're just a big fluffy fox. Who's gonna be scared of you?" Then Otsutsuki Naruto said, "Jeez, this kid is more brave than first when I first met you, Kurama." As Kurama said, "Shut up." Then after a few moments, Kurama told Naruto to get off his pawn. But Naruto fell asleep. As Kurama said, "Kid, if I don't this kid will suffer a lot when he gets older. Why don't we just train him?" As Naruto's God of the Otsutsuki Naruto said, "It's not time yet." But then we see Naruto waking up and going to back to his house, still thinking that it's technically a dream. He felt like it was a dream that he was paying a fluffy fox with 10 tails. When he went home, he saw he basically saw his parents playing around with his other siblings because Naruto technically saw his own parents not caring about him. And Naruto walked straight through the door back home. Over the past few years, Minato and Kushina didn't feel any hatred towards Naruto, but they feel sad. They had it to they had it to agree with this. They had it to agree with this because Minato needed to protect his three kids. So then Naruto walked through the door and said, "I'm home." Menma, being the cocky kid he is, didn't say hi to Naruto, and Mito as well. The only one to say hi to Naruto was Naruto, but Naruto was then pull away from Naruto as Naruto then went to his room with his face looking down. Then we skip a few weeks later. Everything was going over and over like this until Naruto got to the 7-year-old age of himself. 7-year-old Naruto. He saw that his parents weren't really caring about him until this certain day. Naruto had finally given up. He wanted to become the hidden leaf hero just to prove that he could be worthy of their attention. But then Naruto suddenly was getting beaten into a bloody pulp by all the villagers. Even even his parents were walking by, getting ramen with their other kids who were the same age as Naruto. So so then but then Naruto said in his head, why? Why are they, why are they doing anything? Why aren't they helping me? But Naruto couldn't talk. He was getting beaten up. His face was getting bloody and everything. But then God of the Otsutsuki Naruto said, now it's time for you to use the eye. As then Naruto's eye shape-shifted into the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan of Madara. As he then I think Limbo isn't a Sharingan technique, because someone in the comments told me that. But if another person in the comments wants to tell me that Limbo isn't a Sharingan technique, then comment it down below and I'll switch it today. But I'll be saying that Naruto was able to use it because God of the Otsutsuki Naruto has a lot of techniques. Naruto then activated the Sharingan to return the Mangekyo form and then said Limbo clone. And then he started to run towards every shinobi. His strength was above cage level right now. In chakra, everything was cage level. Then then uh then Karam, I'm gonna pause real quick. Then uh, then Naruto's looked at Karam. Then Naruto Limbo clone started to beaten up all the shinobis. Some even cut their heads off. As Naruto then used Kamui and disappear. He disappeared into the mist where no one could see him, not even the crystal ball of the Hokages. And Hiruzen is dead as well. Which then Naruto was in the forest of death, in the ground, sleeping. Naruto sees God of the Otsutsuki Naruto again. As God of the Otsutsuki Naruto said, you'll be staying in this world until you're 12 years old, or until the graduation, and then you will be leaving the village for a while. Your clones will be taking care of you. So God of the Otsutsuki Naruto built another version of basically another version of Black Setsu, but Naruto called it Great Setsu. He basically called this Setsu Fox. He just calls it Fox, as Fox took the place of Naruto. Naruto spent 12 years of his life training with God of the Otsutsuki Naruto, which God of the Otsutsuki Naruto wasn't even a friendly trainer. He made Naruto suffer so much hell through his training. He managed to unlock the Eternal Mangekyo to his fullest mastery at age 9. He learned Rasen Shuriken, Rasengan, Massive Rasengan. He even learned Elemental Rasengan. He learned Chidori, Fire Style, and how to upgrade his flames. He even learned how to use basically he learned how to use all 5 natures. He learned how to use he basically learned how to use Wood Style, Wood Dragon, Wood Goblin, Wood Stage Mode, which he won't use, which stage mode won't be used until he sent the Shinobi Alliance War. He learned Wood Stage Mode, yes he did. Then after a few years, it was his 12. He was 11 years old. He has learned he has learned how to use the Sharingan abilities of every Sharingan user. He has his own ability, which is called Time and Reality. These 2 abilities will only be used if Naruto has enough chakra, and Naruto's chakra is endless, thanks to Ten Tails Kurama. And then Naruto met Ishiki, which Ishiki taught Naruto how to use the Karma Seal, which that's the only thing Naruto mostly use. And then Gardia Suzuki Naruto told them about the Jogan, and he said that if Naruto ever unlocks the Jogan, that means he has the Byakugan and the Tenseigan. But then Gardia Suzuki Naruto trained Naruto on his 12th birthday, and he suddenly unlocked the Jogan. Then Naruto said, "Do I really need to use the Sharingan in this?" Then basically then the god of the Osatsutsuki Naruto said, "No, that means the Tenseigan and the Sharingan have combined. Byakugan as well. Rinnegan will be the only stage you will unlock after this." As Naruto nodded, his eyes were still blue, but his hair had the tips of blonde, and the rest was pure white. Because of the god of the Osatsutsuki Naruto. Then, after a few hours, Naruto woke up in the real world. Over the past few years, Naruto has gotten taller. He has gotten a bit toner and everything else. Then we go to the clone, Fox. The clone was just getting beaten up every day. He even failed the test on purpose to just make it go to the canon. And then when he failed the test, the Mitsu, I forgot. The scroll that was inside of the Hokage mansion was stole by Naruto to give it to the traitor. Shiruka still had to save Naruto. Jiraiya and Tsunade came over one time and decided to train Menma and Mito on using the Nine Tails chakra. And yes, they don't have anything good ability. They only have wind style and basically and fire. I'm gonna pause again. So yeah. Then after this, Naruto woke up and left. Left walking towards his house that his mother and father rented for him before telling him to get out. That's what Fox told him before he woke when he was in the mindscape. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna be leaving it off. Thank you guys for watching. This is Phantom Duels here, and goodbye.